$5,000.
Oh my goodness. So, Pokemon cards are going crazy. What is this about? I mean, the really funny thing is that this has all started from a text apparently Logan Paul received from Gary Vaynerchuk. Gary Vaynerchuk, if you don't know, is this, guru online, talking about social media. Actually, pretty cool guy. He's got a lot of good stuff to say about social media marketing and whatnot. But now he's essentially doing what's called a pump and dump scheme, I imagine, with Pokemon cards, where he's going out to all these kids saying, hey, sports cards, collection cards, Pokemon cards, these things are gonna skyrocket in value, as if we needed another bubble. We just came out of marijuana, we just came out of Bitcoin, we just came out, what else have we had recently? We've had so many of these little bubbles come and go, and now I feel like the internet is about to make Pokemon cards the next big bubble. That's outrageous, and the reason it's outrageous is because I have gone to school, I have done courses, I have studied my whole life, all these books back here, there's actually isn't that many right now, but all those books I've read, and they're all about investing. And what I get is slapped in the face with kids tripling their money with Pokemon cards. What makes me even more mad is I had the first edition holographic Charizard. Me and my cousin traded. I had that card, and what I did when I was done playing Pokemon when I was like 11, unlike Logan Paul, is that I gave them all away to a neighbor on my street. I gave all my Pokemon cards away, and I saw his face light up and, really? I get to keep these? And now he's driving a Bentley. Now guys, he might not actually be driving a Bentley, but he could be. And he probably has the money in the deck of cards I gave him to go and buy something that I've always wanted. This is mind-boggling. I'll admit, I came to this party a little bit late. I wasn't aware of this until I was told about it just recently, but it appears that these cards that people are buying aren't going for $1 or $5 or even $100. These cards are already sometimes at $50,000, $60,000, $100,000 a piece, and they're acting as if this is guaranteed money. This is the funniest thing ever. I mean, if we were talking about a couple kids speculating that something they could buy for $10 could go up to a couple hundred, cool. But we're talking about people putting $50,000 of cash, of purchasing power, into a piece of paper that could easily be replicated. I don't imagine the security in those cards is that difficult to crack where you couldn't just create one yourself. There's so much risk. It could be damaged, it could be stolen. To me, as someone who thinks about investments as something that's producing value over and over, this drives me crazy, but I am a little curious because I was a huge Pokemon guy.
I found out instead of buying the cards outright, you could even buy what's called a booster box, which comes with 36 packs of cards, 12 of which are guaranteed to have a holographic card in it. If just one of those cards is a Charizard, you hit the jackpot. In fact, Josie actually pulled one from a random base pack I bought.
Whoosh! Whoosh! Don't touch it! Don't even look at it! Don't breathe on it!
And then she ended up doing it again.
Bro, shut the up! Shut the up!
But yeah, at the time, base set booster boxes were going for about $15,000, so I bought one. I liked this little booster box so much, I decided to buy another. Woo! And another. And then 2 more.
Now, I'm not sure about the time frame on this, but what I'm seeing here is that Logan Paul bought what's called a booster box, and that's I'm saying as if I think it's called a booster box. I know what a booster box is. I bought many a booster box back in my day, and what they were going for when he was initially buying them, maybe in the past 6 months around then, he was buying them for $16,000, okay? $16,000, and later on in the year, he auctions them for $160,000. That's literally a tenfold increase over the course of 1 year. I can't think of anything that's done that in a long time. I mean, maybe Bitcoin, maybe these different cryptocurrencies, but this is just crazy. It really sucks.
Again, I want to reiterate. If you pull one, just one, first edition PSA 10 Charizard, aka the holy grail of Pokemon collecting, it's worth $200,000. Just look at how excited this guy was when he pulled one. Hey, congrats, man. Now you're rich.
Logan, you're gonna pay $160,000
$65,000 on something you don't know? No, Logan, you can't do this. This is dumb, bro.
Bro, you think that's dumb? That's the current bid. That shit's gonna go to $200,000.
You've lost your mind. Who the f buys $200,000 in Pokemon cards, dumps himself in a fucking bathtub with bubbles and scrubs them?
Dude, you're ruining tub time.
I didn't invite you here.
Get rid of it now.
Now, Logan Paul actually held a live stream that was seen by hundreds of thousands of people, 300,000 people at any given moment were watching this live stream, and it turns out that he actually made more money off of that box. He bought it for $160,000, sold the cards individually, right? And he ended up making more than that. He ended up profiting off of the box. And you know what, for Logan Paul, sure, you know, for him to go and make this mistake, whatever, clearly it wasn't a mistake, he made money, okay? For him to go and make this ridiculous decision, that's fine. The guy's got millions of dollars. What I'm worried about, right, is that all these people, hundreds of thousands of people, millions of people who watch him are gonna see this as some speculative opportunity that they can take advantage of themselves. Any person who's been around markets for longer than a couple years understands we go through bubbles, right? And the people who, it's such a small fraction of people who really make money from a bubble. It's people who saw it coming way before somehow, or maybe just got lucky, and they held until the perfect moment in time and sold it at the very top. And that might make up 1 to 5% of all people who benefit. But 95% of people either sell too late or get in too late. What if Logan Paul bought that box for $150,000 and then it magically sunk down to $0 or to $1,000? That's on the table. If anything rises that quickly, it can also fall that quickly. So the thing about the internet is that it's putting more and more of these stories in our face, whether it's cryptocurrency, whether it's certain different types of segments of stocks, or whether it's Pokemon cards, right? We're being thrown all day long that there are these easy, quick ways that we can get involved in this new collectible asset that's gonna go up like crazy and we can all make money without having to do any work. But the reality is almost nobody, there is no virtue in getting lucky and being right and making money for no reason whatsoever, other than the fact that you got ahead of this trend and predicted it. So all of this to say, guys, as you go through your life, there's gonna be more and more of these opportunities thrown at you, and the last thing I ever wanna see is someone putting money on the line that they can't afford to lose just in hope of chasing some random bubble, some massive speculative boom, trying to make quick cash. But anyways, guys, that's my take. Good for Logan Paul, good for anybody else who bought, you know, these Pokemon cards, and good for my neighbor on my street, who is now probably worth $250,000. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, subscribe, turn on more post notifications, Can you turn on more post notifications? You can turn on the post notifications for more videos just like this one every single week. Until next time.